Hello friend, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Ness, and today I realized I've been putting off decorating my museum for far too long. So we're decorating and building an area that hopefully Blathers will love. This is right behind my latest speed build, which was my rock garden. Anyway, let's get started. Don't forget to subscribe if you enjoy the content and leave a like and say hi in the comments. So, I'll be really honest, I didn't really have a plan for anything in this build. I know that I wanted waterscaping because I've been trying to incorporate more waterscaping in my areas on my island, but I didn't really plan ahead for this specific build, and that did kind of affect the process a little bit, but it wasn't anything that was too annoying, I guess. So what happened was I didn't account for the space to the left and the right, because for the left I am planning on building my villager neighborhood, and on the right that's where my campsite is. But I've been meaning to redecorate my campsite for a bit now, so this just prompted that even quicker, I guess. So right now I'm just kind of terraforming, and I know that I wanted this area to be kind of long, so rectangular in shape, I guess, just going back, because I wanted the waterscaping to be right before the museum. So this was a ton of terraforming, and it wasn't even any intricate terraforming. It was literally just building a gigantic rectangle, and it's one of those times where I just wish that the game would just let you like build multiple blocks instead of just per grid space, like one grid space, to terraform each time. But nevertheless, I was just kind of measuring as I go, which doesn't always fare well for me, but sometimes it does work in my favor, because I do like to be kind of spontaneous and kind of figure out as I go, because I feel like I'm always changing my island anyway. But yeah, I'm just kind of terraforming now, and I skipped a lot of it because I didn't want you guys to get bored just watching me build up one block by one block. So I'm just gonna finish terraforming it in a bit, and then we're gonna get to the waterscaping part. So after some terraforming, I realized I really didn't have that much room on the left or the right side, because this area is kind of sandwiched between two already terraformed areas, and I knew that I wanted kind of like a separation between these three areas. So I eventually ended up pushing back the left hand side, which is again like going to be my villager neighborhood, and then the right side, which is my campsite. I originally thought that I wanted to tear it down anyway, so I ended up just kind of taking a big chunk of it out, but it's okay because I'm going to revamp and refurnish it, because I don't know, I am kind of feeling a little bit creative lately, and there's a different approach that I want to take with the campsite. I do love the one that I originally had, but I wanted something that's a little bit more natural, so I think that's what I'm going to approach it with, and we'll see. So I ended up making a variation of a sunken waterfall, and I was deeply inspired by a user on Reddit who posted their sunken waterfall a long time ago, and I will link their account in the description below. Please go check them out. They are super talented, and mine pales in comparison compared to theirs. But I'm just kind of playing with the water at this point, just trying to see what I like, and ultimately I ended up going with this, which was kind of a sunken waterfall with a little island in the middle because I wanted to place something on top of it. And after adding in the waterfalls on the top, I kind of actually decided that I really like the singular waterfalls as opposed to like one big giant waterfall. So I ended up fixing that, and then I really wanted to use the Capricorn ornament and played around with it a little bit until it finally somewhat got to a point where I was like, I'm just gonna have to re-terraform this entire space to put it correctly. And I did that, and I love the way it looks because it just looks very fierce and also very like elegant and welcoming all at the same time. That's just kind of what went on in my head when I was like decorating this. I was like, this looks good. So I'm gonna put it here. So then I'm just adding some white azalea bushes, which I love my azalea bushes. The pink is beautiful and I can't wait until they bloom. And right now I'm just crafting the iron and stone fence because I plan on placing these around the perimeter. As if it wasn't very obvious, this path is my favorite path that the game offers, so I tried to use this wherever possible, mainly because I love the clack noises that you get from walking or running on these paths, and also I just love the gray tones in this one. It's really beautiful, so I'm just putting this down and then we will get to the decorating part. I extended the area one more time because I wanted to incorporate fencing in this speed build, and to do so I definitely needed one more block of space just because the fencing already takes up one grid space and I didn't want this area to be too narrow, so I did extend it again just to accommodate for the fencing. Pushing the cliffs a little bit back so they will have enough room for the inclines that I will be placing. I'm using the stone staircase because I think it pairs very well with the path that I picked for this area. And I'm also using the iron and stone fencing. This usually isn't my first choice to go to for fencing, but I think that it just really went well with the look that I was going for with the museum. I think it makes it look very elegant and very beautiful. In case some of you guys didn't know, the marketplace decorations are items that you can get from the Pocket Camp Animal Crossing game, which is available on mobile phones. I will link an article underneath in the description to inform or kind of let you guys know how to get it. I actually get them from my friend because I don't have Pocket Camp anymore, but I was able to get them from her, which is really amazing, and I love them as a decoration. I think they look amazing, and I think that they do brighten up the area very well. I am now crafting jail bars and the manhole covers. For the manhole covers, I'm just placing them on the path to kind of add a little bit more decorations and to make it look a little bit more realistic. And I think it's just a break in the path, so it's just not all gray. As for the jail bars, I'm placing those on the side of the inclines because I wasn't able to fit a fence there, but I do think that the jail bars help with the separation and brings a little bit of depth and height to the area as well, which is awesome. I struggled a lot with choosing the color of the garden wagon, and I actually ended up changing it a couple of times just to match it with the surroundings to see which color is best. And I did end up changing it. I have it in white right now, but I did end up changing it towards the end. But nevertheless, the garden wagon has got to be one of my favorite items in the game. I think it is such a beautiful item. And because we all know that my villagers and our villagers are not paying for any inclines or bridges, I had to take that hefty sum myself, but it's okay. And I also had this custom code that I completely fell in love with when I saw it. I love it. I think it looks so cute. and I wanted to use it and incorporate it in my build, and I almost forgot, but then at the end I remembered, so thank goodness that I actually remembered. And this also, the custom code, creator code, will be in my description box and the creators' socials, because I actually was able to find them, and I eventually made the garden wagon green because I think that it blends very well with the marketplace decorations, and the red flowers in that garden wagon matches well with the banners on the museum. And I mean, just overall the green matches the trees right now since I'm in spring. So yeah, we're almost done. Just a couple of final touches, and I will see you guys at the end. Hello, welcome to the end. That sounds kind of scary, no? But what do you guys think? I actually really love the way that this all turned out. I love the stone tiles in front of the museum, and I love the subtle pops and hints of color. I added the floor lights here just to break up the path even more. In the front, I exchanged the azalea bush for an informative statue, so it's not all just green. And I added one more jail bar just to add a little bit more depth. We're gonna ignore what's to the left because that's an upcoming speed build. And I also added this book by the Iron Garden bench. But let me know what you guys think. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!